Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashiva's message directly from KAILASA. Listen. Superconscious mutation is process of putting the very core superconsciousness of Paramashiva into your consciousness and letting your consciousness mute, go through the whole mutation process. Don't understand the word mute into M-U-T-E. Conscious mutation process. The superconscious mutation process. Letting your consciousness go through the superconscious mutation process and evolving you is initiation into powers of superconscious mutation. Listen, here you manifesting the powers is the spiritual practice. Straight, you manifesting the powers is spiritual practice. Superconscious mutation is putting the very superconsciousness, the core of Paramashiva, into your consciousness and let your consciousness go through the process of mutation and manifest superconscious being and powers. Listen. Initiation itself, power manifestation itself is tapas. That is the spiritual practice for superconscious mutation. This whole process is founded on tyaga. Listen, I sacrifice all my expectations about you. Being a good disciple, bad, I sacrifice all my expectations. I do tyaga. You just do tyaga of all your expectations with me, life, world, universe, everything. Listen. Tyaga is the ground, foundation, base material for your consciousness to become superconsciousness. Listen. I declare, I sacrifice, I renounce, I do tyaga of all my expectations about all of you. You decide to do tyaga of all your expectations from life, from jiva, yourself. See, when you have expectations about yourself from yourself, you go through so much of insecurity within you about you. You continue to cage, prison yourself inside yourself. When you decide to do tyaga of all your expectations about you, just decide, now whatever I can do, I will do. I am not going to carry on, hold on to any expectation about me, within me. Do tyaga of all your expectations about yourself from yourself, and do tyaga of everything you expect from life. Do tyaga of everything you expect from Paramashiva, from Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. From Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. From everything. From yourself, from the cosmos, from Paramashiva. From all the three, all expectations you have, renounce it. Sit now with this tyaga. Hold the Atma Linga in your palm. Keep the other hand on top. Please keep the hands like this. Atma Linga will start levitating, floating between both your hands. Listen. Ma Nitya Pushkalananda. You should know that I myself talk to you every day when you do puja. Ma Pushkalananda is putting the message. Swamiji, this is exactly what I received during puja today. Thank you so much for confirming and initiating. All of you should know. People who do Nitya Puja, every day during the Nitya Puja, you directly connect with me and the space I am in. If you are doing Nitya Puja, during Nitya Puja, you will simply receive the next day satsang message. What I am going to talk in the next day satsang, Paramashiva's message, you will simply receive it. Because in Samadhi, what I receive from Paramashiva, you will directly receive through the puja. Now, keep the Atma Linga between both the hands. See how I am keeping the hand? Exactly like this. Keep the Atma Linga. Not only it will stand on itself. Understand? You should not try to make the Atma Linga stand. Just leave it on your palm. It will stand by itself and start levitating, floating between both your palms. It will first stand up and start floating between both your palms. Listen. Nothing to hold on in the known universe from the known self, from the known Ishvara. Listen. What you know as yourself, what you know as the universe, what you know as God, Paramashiva, all are too small. When you decide to do tyaga, you will know the real self of you, real cosmos, and real Paramashiva. I renounce all my expectations about you. You all renounce all your expectations about life, me, Paramashiva, Guru, God, from yourself. Do renounce everything. What happens, happens. Now, you decide to renounce. This tyaga will make you know the real self, real Ishvara, real cosmos. Keep the Atmalinga between both the palms. Listen, I will lift it now. The initiation is extremely powerful. With the grace of Paramashiva, I am starting this next level of initiation. I should say that Paramashiva himself is starting this auspicious occasion of his own coronation, Mutation time. With this auspicious Mutation, he is manifesting this initiation. The powerful cognition is renounce all the expectation. Renounce all the expectations. Renounce all expectations you have about yourself from yourself. Just be udasi. What happens, happens. What can be done? Leave it. Renounce all your expectations you have about cosmos, universe. Renounce it. What happens, happens. What can be done? Renounce all your expectations you have about Ishvara, Paramashiva, God, Guru. Renounce it. What happens, happens. Leave it. With this tyaga, sit with absolute tyaga. Tyaga is power. It is actually the fire, pure fire, detoxifies your consciousness. When I renounce all my expectations about you, you flower into me. When you renounce all your expectations about me, you manifest in oneness with me. Paramadvaita happens when you renounce all expectations. So I declare now, as a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I renounce all my expectations about all of you. All of you decide to renounce all the expectations you have about everything, including the expectations you have about this initiation. Just sit with a pure tyaga. Be tyaga raja. Be pure tyagi. Tyaga is the royal way, connects you, manifest Paramadvaita with Paramashiva. It's an immediate way of manifesting the superconscious mutation. People ask, oh, through initiation, just like that I can do what I want. You can. Just drop all the expectations you have about you, from you, by you, and all expectations you have with Paramashiva, with universe. Drop everything. And sit now with the Tyaga as a Tyagi. Keep the Atma Linga between both your palms. You will see now, not only Linga stands erect, it starts floating between your both palms in the space. It will be levitating now. Ananda Bharati is messaging exactly same verse I heard in the evening puja time, Swamiji. Listen. Whoever does Nitya Puja will receive exactly my next day satsang message on that day Nitya Puja. Next session, next satsang what I am going to speak, you will hear in the Nitya Puja. Because what I receive from Paramashiva when I am in Samadhi, you receive it during your Nitya Puja directly. Let's start. Om, 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 Om. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva.
பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லா மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்லசுரராய் முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லாரின் தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்திழைத்தேன் எம்பெருமான்.
ஓம் 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 சிவ சிவ சிவ.
வந்தறிவாம் தேற்றனே தேற்றத் தெளிவே என் சிந்தனையுள் ஊற்றான உன்னாரமுதே உதயானே. கலியுகம் மலரில் இருளது நீங்க தீபமாய் எழுந்த ஜோதி ஸ்வரூபானவம் அழித்து முக்தி தந்திட மலையாகி நின்ற அருணாச்சலம் மானிட ரூபம் தரித்தவா படைத்து மறைந்து மறைத்தழித்து அருளிடவே பரம ஞானம் தன்னை இறை ரூபம் கொண்ட நித்யானந்தனை அருளிடுவார். ஆவினை வேண்டுமென்று பாக்கடல் கடைந்த போது அதில் வரும் நஞ்சை உண்டு பக்தரை காத்து நின்றார். ஓம் சிவ 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 ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் ஹர ஹர என சிதம் அடையும். ஓம் சிவ சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் தகதிமி என தாளம் முழங்கும். நாளும் ஈசா அற்புரிய நித்ய சரிதத்தில் மீண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு எம்மையாக் கொண்டவா. காட்டில் ஆடிட கண்டே காலரை கால கடந்தானை கண்டே புள்ளி முளைமானின் தோளானை கண்டே புலியுரி ஆடை புனிதனை கண்டே வெள்ளி பிறை சடையில் சூட்டிட கண்டே புள்ளி மலை மீது நின்றானை கண்டே நந்தி பெருமானின் நாயகன் கண்டே நான் மறை வேதநாதன் கண்டே கண்டது கண்டவா காண கண்டந்தவா காண்கின்ற காட்சியெல்லாம் கைலாயம் தந்தவா. ஓம் சிவ 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 ஓம் நம சிவாய ஹர ஹர என அண்டம் படைக்கும். ஓம் சிவ சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் தகதிமி என தாளம் முழங்கும்.
தக்க 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 நடராஜா தகதிமி தக்க ஜுனு நடராஜா தலாங்கு தகதிமி நடராஜா தோம் தோம் தகதிமி நடராஜா.
ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு என்று இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி தாளமோடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே. இன்மைக்கும் ஈரேழு பிறவிக்கும் துயர் நீக்க பிறந்தோடி வருகின்ற யமயாலும் நடராஜா. பயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா. நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. அண்டாண்டம் பிண்டாண்டம் அதிலாடிய கூத்தணி நாடலை பார்த்திடவே ஆண்டாண்டு காலமோடு மானிட கூட்டமும் ஏங்கியதே. ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா. சரி 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 பபனி சனி பப பமரி சனி சரி 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 பபனி சனி பப பமரி சனி திரணா 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 திரணா. தஜோம் தக்கிட தஜோம் தக்கிட தகதிமி தஜோம் தக்கிட தஜோம் தக்கிட தகதிமி தஜோம் தக்கிட தஜோம் தக்கிட தகதிமி தஜோம் தக்கிட தஜோம் தக்கிட தகதிமி. சிதம்பர திருசபையில் நயமுடன் ஆடிடும் நர்த்தனனே உமையாம்பிகை நாயகனே உன்னை பாடிட வந்தேனே. நால்வர் புகழ் பாடும் ஆடிய பாதத்தை நான் தொழ வேண்டும். அடியார்க்கும் அடியோனே அண்ட சராசரனே உடுக்கை ஒளிதனிலே இருமொழியை தந்திட்ட தாண்டவனே. முதல் மொழி தமிழ் மொழியாய் மறுபுறம் வடமொழி உயிர் மொழியாய் மதி மாறாமல் மனம் போகாமல் விதி சேராமல் உன்னை பற்றிடுவேன். 64 கலை கட்டிடவே அருள் புரிந்திடு எம் அம்பல தரசே. அச்சை அல்ல நீ அச்சம் நீக்கவே அண்டம் வந்த என் அம்பலவாணனே. நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான். ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான். பிறை சூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே. தகதிமி தாளமொடு தில்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே. வயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா. நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க
ஸ்வர்ண சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம். மறுகையில் அபயம் திருக்காட்சி உதயம் நித்யானந்தன் தோன்றிடும். இது ஸ்வர்ண சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம். பல கோடி இதழ் பூத்திடும் மலராய் ஒளிரும் நித்யன் திருமுகம். கரம் தாங்கும் திருச்சூலமோ புவியில் பிடி நீங்க அருள் செய்திடும். குணம் தாண்டி உருவம் அதும் தாண்டி குருவாய் நித்யன் தோன்றும் எழில் வாகனம். குணம் தாண்டி உருவம் அதும் தாண்டி குருவாய் நித்யன் தோன்றும் எழில் வாகனம். அருளாக அகவாழ்வின் இருள் நீக்கி சன்மார்க்க நெறி காட்ட அவர் காட்சி தரும் வாகனம். அருளாக அகவாழ்வின் இருள் நீக்கி சன்மார்க்க நெறி காட்ட அவர் காட்சி தரும் வாகனம். திருக்காட்சி கண்ட விழிகள் விரிந்திடும். வேண்டும் வரம் கேட்கும் மனம் மாயமாய் நிறைந்திடும். பல கோடி இதழ் பூத்திடும் மலராய் ஒளிரும் நித்யன் திருமுகம். கரம் தாங்கும் திருச்சூலமோ புவியில் பிடி நீங்க அருள் செய்திடும். அபயக்கரம் தாங்கி நித்யனும் அமர்ந்ததோ சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம். அபயக்கரம் தாங்கி நித்யனும் அமர்ந்ததோ சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம். கருணை கடல் குழந்தை முகம் கொண்டு எழிலாய் புன்னகையோடு புவிக்கே தரும் தரிசனம். கருணை கடல் குழந்தை முகம் கொண்டு எழிலாய் புன்னகையோடு புவிக்கே தரும் தரிசனம். கவி பாட உரை தன்னை உயிர் தேடிடும், தேடியதை கூறினாலும் இதழ் எழி நீரிடும். பல கோடி இதழ் பூத்திடும் மலராய் ஒளிரும் நித்தியன் திருமுகம். கரம் தாங்கும் திருச்சூலமோ புவியில் விழி நீங்க அருள் செய்திடும். மறு கையில் அபயம் திருக்காட்சி உதயம் நித்யானந்தன் தோன்றிடும். இது ஸ்வர்ண சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம்.
கைலை இறையென உரைபவன் அருணையில் குருவென மலர்ந்தது புகழ் பாடி. அருள் பெறவே திருப்பதம் தனில் அடியவர் சாற்றி மகிழ்வுறும் பாமாலை. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. அகமே நிறைந்த எம் அண்ணாமலை வேந்தனே, ஜெகம் போற்றும் எம் ஆனந்த நித்யனே. சாற்றும் இப்பாமாலை ஏற்றமை காப்பாயே. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சலம் தந்த வரமே அகத்தினில் அமர்ந்தே அருள் தரும் நித்யானந்தா. குருவாய் மலர்ந்திங்கு உணர்வாய் கலந்தெமக்குயர்வாழ் வழித்திடும் நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. புவி மேல் பிறந்தது எதனால் என்பதும் அறியா பதர்யாம் நித்யானந்தா. துதி பாடிடும் வரம் அளித்தே குறைதனை களைந்தாய் கணம் தனில் நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய
As a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I initiate all of you into this manifestation of powers of superconscious mutation and the process of superconscious mutation from now. Listen carefully. Whole day try this very playfully keep the coconut in your palm and try to make the coconut stand. Once the coconut stands, it is now energized with consciousness. Cook and eat. Process that coconut, make it like a chutney or anything and eat. Same way, lemon. Keep the lemon in your palm and use the initiation to move the lemon. Once the lemon starts moving, it is energized with consciousness. You can make a juice and drink. Do this. It will detox your body and mind and prepare yourself to receive the superconscious initiation. I'll continue the initiations and further processes. Further initiations. We will start having 2 initiations, morning and evening now, as the Paramashivoham level 3 initiation series. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhaadvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and KAILASA of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, Jnanapatati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham.
Sit strongly straight. Don't allow any body movement.
Tattvamasyaadilakshya ekam nityam vimalamachalam sarvadi sakshi. Sorry for the technical glitch. We'll start again.
Let you all open all your 3 eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, Jnanapatati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions.
Science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. The Pramanas, the Shastra Pramana, the authentic scriptures, Shrutis, Vedagamas stand as a foundation for Hinduism. Apta Pramana, authentic, time-tested, foolproof compilation of the experience of the sages, rishis and enlightened masters, which is in terms with the Shastra Pramana. Atma Pramana, with Apta Pramana, a guru is able to experience and live the truth claimed by the Shastras. Shakshi Pramana, manifestation and experience of the Guru's initiation in the disciple of a particular lineage which is demonstrable to the world. And Pratyaksha Pramana, having the truth validated by the scientific study. Bhagavan Paramashiva has beautifully given us the pramanas, the evidences for each of the powers from different scriptural reference to the scientific study, so that beyond what we understand as a logical mind, we can experience the deep oneness with Paramashiva. Let's move to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana for the power of depth dimension is taken from the Shiva Sutra, Sutra 1.16. Bhagavan Paramashiva in the Sutra, Suddha Tattva Sandhanatva Apashu Shaktihi, Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully says, by fixing the self and aiming at the pure essence, cognizing from the depth of one's being that all that exists is Paramashiva, the pure essence, and attaining and uniting with the pure essence and experiential reality, Paramashiva, he experienced Paramashiva, manifests Paramashiva's infinite power. How can we live as quantum, the higher definitions, higher dimensions, how we exist in the existential reality? Bhagavan Paramashiva has beautifully given us step by step how we can exist in the ultimate reality. And Bhagavan beautifully says how the churning of the Milky Ocean happens, and all our thoughts, the good thoughts and the bad thoughts, beyond that there exists the regeneration, where we can experience the ultimate oneness with Paramashiva. Here Bhagavan himself speaks on the churning of the Milky Ocean as Apta Pramana for the power of depth dimension. He says how many of the temples that exist has such a depth that it lives in all the lokas, like Tirumala, Tirupati is present in all the lokas. That is why the amount of people coming there is so phenomenal. All that again and again Bhagavan makes us understand how we exist in the existential reality. Here Bhagavan beautifully speaks on the churning of the Milky Ocean.
Handle. If something happens to you, what will happen? So she holds the neck of Shiva. The poison just forms a blue color and stays in the neck itself, throat itself. Then the nectar came out. The moment nectar came out, the fight started between demons and demigods, gods and demons. And went to the demons and said, demons are holding the pot. She said, give that pot to me, I will distribute everybody. They trusted her and gave the pot, and Vishnu disappeared with the pot. And he made all of them to stand in one line. So he started distributing first to the gods. And poor demons are standing in the line, thinking that they will also get it. But two demons came in the form of gods and stood in the queue and tried to steal the nectar. Somehow they got and put it in the mouth. When Vishnu saw that, he sent his disc and cut the head. That too only a Ragu and Kedu trying to swallow, but they have not swallowed. They have not become immortal. Finally, all the gods got the nectar and became eternal, and demons, without getting the nectar, and not only the tiredness of that hard work churning, they all died and disappeared. This is the story. Now the philosophy part. See, the spindle, understand one by one. The spindle is the unclutching technique. Your body is the Milky Ocean. Good thoughts are the gods, and discouraging, depressing thoughts are the demons. When you start unclutching, see, unclutching is the Kailash hill. That is the Kailash hill. Unclutching is the technique. When you start unclutching, for few moments you will see all joyful, relaxed, blissful mood, good thoughts, courageous, encouraging. Within 5 minutes you will see depressed. No, impossible, I can't do this, all foolishness. Who will know? Who knows what will happen? The discouraging, that is means demons are pulling. When the discouraging things are going on in you, demons are pulling. When the encouraging things are happening, gods are pulling. The tortoise below, holding without the spindle sinking, is the encouragement which you get from master. Come on, do it. Don't allow sinking. Don't allow. Continue, continue, continue. That is the tortoise holding. And all the auspicious things comes out of that ocean. Like Kalpavriksha, or gems, jewels, wealth. These are the extraordinary powers you get. Extraordinary powers you accumulate during the unclutching process. Now you will see. You will suddenly have the intelligence to find out what is going to happen tomorrow, day after tomorrow. And telepathy moods will come. Intuition will be awakened. Levitation happening. Different siddhis will start happening. These are the extraordinary powers, things coming out of the churning. But be very clear, don't be stuck with it. Don't be stuck with it. They will all come and don't bother about it. Don't bother much about it. You will have wealth. Whole life is this churning only. And the way many things comes out. So many things comes out. Your body will become so alive, ecstatic. These are all different products coming out during the churning. Then finally, the heavy, unbearable, dead-end depression. That is what is alagala visha. Alagala poison. Deep hatred towards everything, including master. Unable to trust anything. Every seeker will go through this mood at some point. At some point, every seeker will go through. That is the alahala poison. At that moment, you should have the intelligence to run to Shiva, Guru. Then, Guru swallows it, digests and clears it. After that, when the churning happens, only then the nectar comes out, enlightenment. Even when the enlightenment comes, some of the demonic thoughts will try to become immortal in you. But protector, Vishnu will take care. The Guru's grace is Vishnu. Guru is Shiva, Guru's grace is Vishnu. He will take care that demons don't become immortal. So all the good sacred sentiments you had will drink the nectar and become immortal. And the experience of superconsciousness stays inside you eternally, like a person who has become immortal by drinking the nectar. Now we will start the churning. Literally we will start. You will see. You would have never even imagined that you can get so elated, excited, ecstatic, or so depressed. You will see the peak ecstasy for which your body is designed. If your body is capable of enjoying 100 unit bliss, you will see 120 unit happening inside. And if your body is capable of going through minus 100 unit depression, you will see 170 unit depression. The peak and valley, I'll be breaking your biomemory. Not me, just because of the churning process. See, when that comes, tell yourself, you gave the faith and you are giving the doubt. Now I am putting both at your feet. You do what you want and leave me. You gave the faith. Nobody else can give. And you are giving the doubt. Now you take both and leave me. That is what we call surrender beyond the doubt. Anyhow. So you guys are clear now? No, nothing. Don't allow anything out. Body movements are okay. Don't allow any sound. Any of you have any doubt in this story? The mind, I can say thought flow. See, the spindle is the unclutching technique. The mind which moves this side and that side. See, the demons are bad thoughts. The demigods are good thoughts. But between good thoughts and bad thoughts, there is some connection. That connection is the snake. So now, I am initiating you into this process of churning. Means you put your awareness only on unclutching. But I will be boiling your whole muscle memory, all kinds of weird insecurities, reasonless insecurity. Actually, you know you have enough money to run your life. You have all basic things. Suddenly you will have insecurity. If my wife runs away, what will I do? Who will take care of the kids? Weekends will be very difficult. My washing machine may not work. Who will do my laundry? Oh God, if she complains against me, the police, what will happen? And finally you will wake up and realize you never got married. No, really? Now that kind of insecurity only will be coming out now. Not logical. Just foolish, illogical. Why it comes, you don't know. Why it goes, you don't know. See, it's like you have 3 types of karmas. See, all the karmas you accumulated in all the births is called sanjita. The bank balance, like a reserve bank. The money which you brought to spend in this life is prarabdha. After coming here, what you accumulated is agamya. Money which you brought for this bank, this life spending is brought karma. Money you try to accumulate, positive or negative, is accumulated karma. And your whole reserve bank reserve is sanjita karma. Now I am touching that whole reserve. I am not touching this too small part which you brought and which you are accumulating. That is too negligible. But unless I burn the reserve, your bio-memory will not become pure. So it will be like a literally churning. That reserve needs to be exhausted. needs to be burnt. Any of you are having any phobias which you brought from past life, that will all be healed now. If you take a notebook and write any major phobias, reasonless fears you have, write down. I promise within 2 days it will disappear. It will not be there. Because now, especially the way in which the energization is happening, it will just be burnt out. Please understand. Now let me give the instruction. Listen, please listen. If you have the height phobia or claustrophobia, pen down clearly. The moment you remember that, you will have that fear. Pen down. After 2 days of this churning, just see. Read that, visualize that same thing, you will not have fear. All kinds of phobias. Not only that, anything you have brought from past life will disappear.
Such a beautiful initiation from Bhagavan. Understanding anything from past life just disappears. And all we need to do is unclutch. And again, Bhagavan is making us understand this deeper truth to make us understand how we exist as a pure superconscious being, manifesting the existential reality. It is a science. It is not some mythology or some superstitions. It's a science how it can be manifested. Here you can see a flat surface and a bottle cap which does not have any weight to move by itself, and there is no wind or anything. People are sitting around it, so there is no way the air is there. All we can see is how beautifully the bottle cap is moving by itself, not just moving and sliding. It is turning right side, then it is turning left side, which is a phenomenal guaranteed how it is happening just by pure sound, the Mahavakya. All that we need to know is we are Paramashiva in existential reality. We exist in everything, even in the bottle cap, even in the cell phone, even in the laptop. Everything is Paramashiva and we connect to Paramashiva. How the wave becomes the ocean, then it has a larger power. Same way, the minute we become ocean, we have the power to connect to anything and manifest the greater reality. All of them are watching the bottle cap that is simply turning just by the Mahavakya, the power of oneness. Nothing for us to do in the physical reality. Again and again, Paramashiva is teaching us the science through all this small exercise to make us understand the higher intelligence being that who we are, not the compulsive, obsessive, reactionary space. But again and again, we are Paramashiva. Paramashiva is real and he manifests once we connect in that space of oneness. Because of the initiation of the Guru, it manifests as reality. Beautifully, you can see how it turned on the right side. Now it is turning on the left side. Now all that we are going to do is play with the power of the depth dimension. What kind of a depth we occupy? Just a hypocrisy, or deep inside we are in the pure space of oneness with Paramashiva. Sit straight with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Bring Paramashiva to your third eye. Sit very clearly. You are Paramashiva, Parashakti, Parandama. The minute you hear the word, you should melt. That is what Bhagavan said. And that is your space. Because you exist in that space, you are melting in that space. So hold that space and chant the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya raises your frequency, and when you're in deep listening, you don't have thoughts. Only thing, do not bring any thoughts during the session. Unclutch from everything, any emotion that you're going through, unclutch from that. That is not true. That exists, but it is not who you are. You are beyond the body, beyond the thoughts, beyond the mind. As superconscious being, who you are is Paramashiva. Hold only that space and set up everything so that it doesn't slide or it doesn't just fall off. You can have deity, you can have Atmalinga, but make sure you're recording everything and beautifully you can share at the end of the session. You'll be shocked to see that the deity moves literally how you are a matter. Like when the person is alive, you say, oh, so and so. But when the person is dead, the same body is lying there, but you don't call that person. You said person has gone. First, you referred that person when he's alive only by his physical body. But when he's gone, you say he's gone and this is a dead body. You yourself contradict. The origin is we exist as Paramashiva whether we are alive or dead. We are Paramashiva, even we know that very clearly. Let the mind dissolve at Bhagavan's lotus feet in gratitude, in compassion, in deep oneness that you experience, manifest as powers. Now, all that we are going to do is have a quantum entanglement with Bhagavan, deeply connecting to Paramashiva, chanting the Mahavakya from your navel center. Your navel center should vibrate when you chant. And connect to Paramashiva in deep listening. You will not have thoughts. You will manifest what you want as reality. Not just moving this object here. Anywhere in the world, whatever you want to move, it will simply happen as reality. And then you can share it at the end of the session. Let's start chanting, intensely connecting to Paramashiva in gratitude, not to expect anything out of this moving object or anything in the outer world. Just bring yourself to gratitude, bring yourself, raise yourself to compassion space. Feel from your heart the oneness space with Paramashiva and chant the Mahavakya. Let's start the power of depth dimension.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Para Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Slowly, very slowly, open your eyes. Whatever you have experienced, the object getting hotter, or it is vibrating, moving, or your Kundalini energy you are experiencing, you can share all this in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. Make sure you have hashtag Paramashivoham, hashtag KAILASA, hashtag Nithyananda, and hashtag Paramanifestation. Tag it to your friends and families. Let's surrender all this powerful cognition, power manifestation at Bhagavan's lotus feet in deep gratitude, thanking Bhagavan for all the gifts from Kailasha for each one of us every single day. And thanking all of you here, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva and following the Guru Vak as life. Thank you for sharing all these great signs to the world. And with that, we have come to the end of the session. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring Paramashiva to your third eye. Hold the powerful cognition. Paramashiva is real in my thought, word and action. Seeing everything, everyone as Paramashiva as my reality. Continuously throughout the day. Holding that powerful space and now ending with the Purna mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. The next session will be after the darshan or satsang. And you can log in through KAILASA for more Parashakti manifesting past sessions. Thank you, Nithyanandam.